In this video, you'll learn more about coherence and cohesion for the IELTS Academic and General Training Writing Tests. We'll discuss what this includes and the things to consider to get the best possible score. Coherence and cohesion is concerned with how your response organises and links information, ideas, and language. Coherence refers to the linking of ideas through structure and the logical organisation of your writing. Cohesion refers to using a variety of ways to show clear relationships between and within sentences. These are known as cohesive devices. Let's have a closer look at this. There are a number of things that can affect coherence in a response. One is the logical organisation of information and ideas, or the logical progression of an argument. Are the ideas and information arranged in a clear and logical way in the response? To score a Band 6, there is a clear overall progression. For Band 7, information and ideas are logically organised, and there is a clear progression throughout the response. Another thing that can affect coherence is using paragraphs. In Task 1, as a response is short, using paragraphs is only important for Bands 8 and 9. For Task 2, however, paragraphs are expected at Band 6 and above. This is because for Task 2, you are expected to write a longer response. Organising your response into paragraphs helps with topic organisation, and so is important for coherence. Finally, coherence can also be affected by the sequence or order you write your ideas and information within the paragraphs. This means the information and ideas in paragraphs need to be logically organised too. In this example, we can see that the candidate has organised their response into 4 paragraphs. It's very clear where each paragraph begins and ends, which is important. After reading the response, we can conclude that the information and ideas are logically organised and there is a clear progression throughout the response. Paragraphs are used effectively to support overall coherence. This is because each paragraph contains a central topic, and because the sequencing or order of ideas within the paragraphs is generally logical. Let's now look at the second part of this criterion, cohesion. Cohesion refers to the range and appropriate use of cohesive devices. These are words or phrases that help to make the relationships between and within sentences clear. Cohesive devices include sequences and other adverbials, for example, words or phrases like first, secondly, moreover, in addition, in conclusion, etc. Linking devices that signal a relationship between ideas or information, words or phrases like and, because, but, since, so that, even though, although, etc. Reference and substitution devices that help the writer to avoid repetition. For example, pronouns, relative pronouns, the definite article, the, etc. Let's look at the response again. We can see that a range of cohesive devices is used flexibly. There is use of reference and substitution, sequences, and other linking devices that signal the relationship between ideas. As we've seen in this video, coherence and cohesion assesses the coherence of the response. This comes from organising information and ideas in a logical order so that the argument progresses logically. The appropriate use of paragraphs for topic organisation and presentation. The logical sequencing of ideas and/or information within paragraphs. The flexible use of reference and substitution, for example, with the use of pronouns. The appropriate use of linking devices that clearly mark sequences or stages in a response, such as firstly, in conclusion, as well as relationships in a response, for example, hence, as a result, although, and because. Thanks for watching.